Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Ice Cream with the Enemy. I'm Thad.
I'm Christopher.
I'm Erica.
I am Allison.
We have been going for a minute. It feels like.
Yeah, Thad went on vacation. And we've been pretty busy, so it worked out.
Y'all could have done when I was gone. Wouldn't have
I
minded.
thought about it, but man, we just had so much going on with getting ready for Halloween, and
I was busy
I think
house sitting.
that's just the glue.
Chris house sitted for me while I was gone.
You're the glue.
Seen some pretty good photos
us
while you was
together.
gone.
yeah, we still should have done what I said. Just took a bunch of pictures of us all and hung them all over his house.
I
That
had
would've been
zero
great.
artwork, so I would have just left them. They would still be up to date.
And people come over, they don't know. It's like, who's that on your wall?
Yeah, that was
Don't
a good
worry about it.
opportunity.
It's art.
Wasted.
Yep.
Don't worry, the house was christened very nicely.
Yes. Especially the toilets.
Yeah, they did get some work.
Test that plumbing out.
It was a spiritual weekend. It was a good week. I had a good time.
So, what have y'all been up to, like in your life, Chris?
I got a bone to pick.
Yeah, let's get into it.
This is a good
Let's get
start.
into
All
it,
right.
Okay. Me and Allison, I felt like we bonded over a song here the other day. We made a one step forward, but we always continue to take two steps backward as soon as that happens. Then I get a photo, which I don't know if y'all got the photo too, puts in a pizza in the oven, and the oven is not preheated.
Ludicrous.
Pizza's going in raw.
It's
Oh, yeah.
like just throwing
You
it
know
in-
what? It cooks the same.
It
No,
does.
it
Yeah, but so you're just sticking the pizza in and then turning the oven
No,
on.
turn the oven on, take it out, stick it in.
So I mean, same thing.
Same thing, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
No, you gotta let it. There's instructions
Now, why?
on it. It tells
Wait
you
a minute.
what to do.
Men don't ever read instructions.
do.
But why do y'all on cooking a pizza?
I may not read
It's a
it.
frozen
well,
pizza.
no, I
you
don't.
stick
I
it
mean,
in the
I'll
oven.
adjust the time.
But it
You-
cooks the
I'm
same.
not going to read instructions to put together an IKEA rocking chair, but to bake a
But to
frozen
bake a
pizza,
frozen
of course,
pizza.
yes.
See, that doesn't make any
You
sense.
want
to
that
me.
to be perfection.
There's a thing called chemistry, Allison.
yes, the crust does better when the oven's preheated.
It was crispy.
Because if you don't preheat it, you're by the time your toppings get warm, the crust is like it's not a good ratio. It's either
Guess
your
what?
crust is
It
too
was good.
done.
crispy crust.
No,
Everything was melted.
What is your frozen pizza go
toppings are burnt, but
I like the DiGiorno.
the go-to frozen pizza.
Yeah.
Oh, just a cheap Totino. Is it Totino? Is that how you say it?
Totino's.
Tostino's pizza,
Totino's?
party pizzas.
Yeah, yeah.
That was the
the
best.
combination.
Frechetta's
I do
pretty
like
good.
the combination.
Combination.
It's
Bruschetta?
Totino's, I think. isn't it?
Tombstone?
Is it
Tombstone is
Tostino's?
good.
I'll do like
It's
some old
combined.
Yeah, I think it's
Tombstone.
Tostino's.
No, you're combining.
You was what was that you were cooking?
Might be Totino.
What brand was it?
Mike's. It was
Mike's is pretty good.
Good. Yeah.
Not that one though, because it wasn't cooked.
It was,
right.
yeah, it's kind of.
They're okay.
It was fine.
You get bacteria that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
E.
you
coli.
can. You can.
Whatever.
Because of the way it like defrosts and it's gonna sit in at idle too
That
long.
oven's gonna be so hot, it's gonna kill
No.
you.
Well,
It'll
we can
also
Our
it'll
oven-
also be just as hot if you put it on 350, like it tells you to
Our,
do.
I'm not
look,
gonna
our
stand there for
oven
10
is
minutes for
probably
it to
no
preheat.
lie. It's a 60s 70s model oven. Seriously.
It's a good oven.
No, it's not good.
Yeah, it is.
It's small.
My oven's good. My oven's gets hot though.
Ours
If,
works
if
better
it
than
says
those ones that are
18 minutes,
combined.
you better go 16 minutes because
Yeah.
it's gonna.
Say ours is you gotta go a little more, and it could, and it's spotty. Like a lot of times the front cooks quicker than the back. So if you're cooking some things, you gotta rotate whatever you're cooking, even it out.
I've never noticed.
Good job.
Oh.
Well,
So
so Chris is upset with Allison.
I
we-
was infuriated.
Yeah.
I knew you would be.
I
That's
told
why
y'all.
I sent it.
I told- I've been
I was
I
like,
didn't-
you know, this would really tick him off.
Oh,
didn't
God, it
get
was getting me
at
going.
first. I didn't get it at first. Like I didn't know what was
I got it
happening.
immediately.
But when Chris got upset, I was like, "Oh, you don't see Chris get mad."
I
all
told
the
y'all
time.
what I deal with on a day in and day out basis, and y'all don't believe me.
The skank that don't preheat the oven. I'm
It
awful,
is
y'all.
cra-
Awful.
I've never heard that in my life.
Another
Nobody
thing,
preheating?
Not like everybody preheats the oven that I know.
No, you're
Another
living a
thing she
fairy
does
tale.
I don't like is she puts the clothes in the washer and
Washer.
then puts the soap in.
No, I don't.
You used to.
I might
I
do
haven't
that.
done that in centuries. I put the soap
not
in,
right.
I
That's
put the
weird.
clothes in, and then I close it.
Okay.
Who would do that?
All right.
What do you mean? Like I put. Well, but I use Pazzo.
Oh, you're a
Pods are
pod
crap.
user. I
don't-
believe it.
How the hell could you?
I believe it. I can see that. You
wrong
probably
with
eat
You
them
look
too.
like a
don't
boy.
you?
Boy,
Pod user.
goodness, you would think I put a pizza in without heating the oven up.
Pods too.
That's a lady. That's so.
You got a dishwasher?
Yeah. I
You
use
use
Put
it?
pods in
You
it.
pods in it
He's
too?
a pods guy.
Why would you?
You look like
not?
a pods guy.
I don't know. It just don't seem
They're
like
more
there's enough.
expensive. They don't go as far.
Just don't
and
seem
I
like there's
have to
enough soap
buy
in it.
dishwashing detergent and laundry detergent constantly.
But you're
So
yes,
I'm
you're
not-
doing 4 people laundry.
Yeah. If I was single, I wouldn't. I would buy those.
Good point.
Yeah, because
So-
I mean, I can do like 2 loads of laundry and be
Yeah.
good for the week. You know,
Yeah.
No.
Eric
No,
probably
that's-
goes through a bunch of clothes.
No, not really.
He had to go through his clothes today and throw them away because I have boycotted doing his clothes, like hanging them up and folding them and stuff, because he's gotten so many items of clothing that it's overwhelming.
Well,
it's just
here's
he
why.
has more than me and the kids combined.
No, that's not true.
It is true.
Here's why.
And half of them, the crotch is ripped out, so
yeah.
it's just trash.
I
But
got
if I
big
try to
easy
throw it
with
away,
It's the
he
big
gets-
gonads, rip them out. But here's why it seems I got more. Is because every piece of my clothing is in that utility room. I got kicked out of our closet.
You have
She
another
threw away my
closet.
dresser. I have nowhere to put my clothes except the utility room. That's the
He's
only
about
place
to
I
cry.
got.
And you have your own bedroom. You have a whole
Yeah,
man room.
that's filled with kids'
What
clothes.
about the closet?
And it's got
What
some
about
clothes
the,
in it.
What about the closet?
Hey.
But still.
What's going on here?
All right.
We've opened a can of worms.
Yes.
We're getting off topic here.
Speaking of
Sort of the
cans,
issues y'all want to air out today.
speaking of cans,
He wants us to burn our face off.
we have a little bit of a taste test today. Can you see that?
No.
Can you show me?
No.
You got to put it by your face.
Yeah, get
By
up
my
by your
face?
face. Get
Hold
up
on.
there by your face there, fatty boy. Yeah.
You got to turn the purple one. We
yeah,
can't see it.
turn your hands over it.
You're doing
there
a
you
terrible
go. There
job.
you go. There you go.
These are 2 Pringle that found at HEB. If you've never been to an HEB, you are missing out.
It's great.
HEB is the greatest,
But
grocery
you got to
store
drive
in the
200
world.
miles to get to one.
worth
They're
it.
not
Worth
right,
it.
right around the corner. Or anything.
So these are 2 new flavors.
Let's hear the-
Chris,
hear the
tell us
flavors.
the name of that one.
Adobadada.
Let me see it.
It is very close.
Similar to the
Adobar.
word papusi or papusa.
Papusa.
Adabada. Adabada is what it was.
Adabada. Attaboy, Thad. Attaboy.
And the other one is habanero.
Habaneros.
What is going
Oh
on?
my gosh.
You'll see when we play it back. So my brother John Robert actually
Shout
bought
out.
these.
Shout out, John.
Shout out to John for. He did say if I didn't shout him out, he was suing us. So there's your
Gotta
shout
get that
out.
done.
He bought these for us to try.
Ooh.
He purchased them himself.
Did he
This
know I
song.
was going to be eating them?
Yes, he said he
Wow.
hopes it hurts. Is what he said.
It's probably going to hurt coming out.
So which do y'all want to try first?
I would, yeah.
Yeah.
Just gonna try that one first.
Well, see, I would think we would try the other one because that one might be so hot we can't taste the other one.
But why
Sure.
would that be hotter? I think this
The
was probably
smell
okay.
Because
of it
habanero
was-
it's got a habanero
we'll
picture
try this.
on it.
The-
I don't care. It don't matter. It don't matter.
Can you want Chris?
Nah, I get more than one.
Or
Yeah.
Got to.
wait,
More
no.
than one.
Eat it yet.
What if it's
Wait on us. Wait on.
I want that piece of one. Give me that.
Oh,
Wait on us.
you can't be a titty baby your whole life.
I don't want to eat a whole one. I want this.
You don't have to
piece.
eat just bite it.
I got Tree.
Wait,
I got
wait.
Trey.
You can smell it.
I got
don't
Trey
eat it yet.
Pringles here, Chris.
All right. I'm not. I'm gonna eat one at once. First one.
Okay, here we go.
Okay. You ready? Try it.
I like it.
Not bad.
Is that like Takis?
No,
No. I definitely taste the lime.
I like the lime flavor.
I don't really taste no lime.
I did.
Hint of it. I'm not crazy about it. It's all right.
It's okay.
I don't know if
It's got a
I'm
little heat, but it's not definitely not overpowering.
No, it's not hot at all. That ain't hot at all.
Okay. What would you give it?
I don't know what.
It's like 10.
I'll give it a 4.5.
6.
Hmm.
6? Are you
I like
worried
the,
you were...
I like the lime.
Yeah.
I'd go. I'm gonna go 6.5.
I'm going to stay in that range. I'm going to say 6. There are definitely better Pringles out there.
The
but
best?
It's definitely not the worst Pringle I've ever had.
No,
Salt and vinegar's the worst.
no,
Oh, I
no,
love
not at
salt
all.
vinegar
Yeah, me
Pringles.
too.
Of course y'all do.
Now this one, I don't know.
This is... Whoo, I can smell it. That dude.
I got 3 in there.
That dude. Give me one.
Woo! Clear them sinuses right up there, son. You want that little piece
Yes,
there?
I do.
All right.
Okay.
Well, you can definitely smell it. Boy.
I'm going right in.
Boy, got some heat to it.
Now, it comes in. It comes in a little later. It's
It's lingering. Yeah.
it don't hit you at first. I taste the lime in that
The
one too.
flavor's terrible though. The flavor in the other
See, I don't
ones are
taste
way
lime
better.
at all in it.
I think I
Taste a
tasted
bit lime.
I tasted
It's
the lime
just
more in this one than the other one.
Spicy to me.
I don't mind that at all.
The aftertaste is much better than the original taste. I think it's not as good. I'm going to give it a 4.5.
I'm going to give it a 5.5. I think it's better than the Abba Dabba.
Mm.
Yeah, I
Really?
think
You do?
Yeah.
think
I don't think it
reverse.
has any flavor.
I thought the Abadi Budu Ball was
give it a
a little
2.
better. A 2.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go.
It just tastes like spicy to me. It doesn't have
I'm
any
gonna go
flavor.
5.5 on that one.
So,
I'd eat
general-
them both.
General consensus. Still not saying it right.
Just like I'm not saying.
Yeah.
that
I would say that they are, get them, try them. They're definitely worth trying.
yeah, they're worth it.
They're worth it.
Thank you, John.
Thank you, John.
Thanks, Jay and John. I'm going to say Jane. My bad.
Jay,
James John.
I got something I want y'all to try.
Ooh.
No, we got another.
Okay.
What is this?
This here is lemon ginger juice.
They're delicious.
Who's Ginger?
Mm.
Dad, do they sell these in your store? Because I got them here. The one here.
Sure. Oh my god.
They're okay. I
I
mean,
can't keep them on the shelf because I always look every time I check out.
I don't think
First
Chris
of all,
is a
they
fan.
look terrible. They
Like 'em.
look terrible.
Like you chewing old foreskin. Not that I've chewed old foreskin. But I imagine if you did chew some old foreskin.
Don't say that
What?
again.
Take a shot every time I say foreskin. Sorry, everybody.
Oh
Is
man,
it supposed to be this chewy?
I
They're
think,
chews.
I think so. It says choose on there. So.
It's a real ginger.
It's all right.
It tastes like an old person smells.
But do y'all get the
Yeah.
spiciness?
They're
from the
very
ginger?
old lady-ish, I would think.
What?
Old person.
It's like you had a piece of, like one of the orange slices that might have just got left out. Oh, it's not good.
It's like in my teeth.
Oh, it's not good. Oh, it's zero.
It's not bad,
Zero.
Yeah,
but it's not. I don't know what it is.
Maybe it's a girl
I
thing
would-
because we like them at work.
I'd give them a 4.
No.
But
You gave this a 4. You didn't take that
no, I didn't give that a 4.
He gave
I
it a
gave
6.5.
5.5, 6.5.
You think it's that close? That close to that one?
Well, we're not talking chip terms here though. We're talking candy terms.
It-
That's the difference, son.
no, it's not a difference.
What's up,
it's,
Connor?
That's not good. 1 at best. Oh, that's what I'll come up to. A
Okay.
1. That's not good.
All right.
Oh,
All
what'd
right.
you give it, Chris?
Give it a 4.7.
Ridiculous. What do you give it, Alan?
The ginger's 10.
Oh my
10
God.
out of 10.
Golly, no. No.
Well, that will segue us right on in to the next thing we've got. That was gross. Sorry. I'm never gonna forgive y'all.
If
for
you was
that.
to like candy a foreskin, that's the last time
Honestly,
I'll say
I
it.
thought you
If you
would.
like candy foreskin, you're gonna love these ginger lemon drops.
I assumed you would hate it, and that's why I
Thank you.
picked that. So
So, speaking of candy,
Yes.
it is. We
Candy
are moving
season.
into the spookiest time of the year. What Halloween is or holiday is that? Sorry. There you go. That's actually Eric's real face.
Yeah,
We've
he wears a mask
yeah.
all the
Normally he
other
wears a
times.
mask.
Yeah.
Happy Halloween.
And he does do bar mitzvahs and
Hide
Yes,
candy.
your
he is
wives
available.
and your children. I'm coming for you all.
Is that your ear?
oh
Oh, sorry, I had to step out a minute. What did I miss?
nothing.
Okay.
So
There was a monster over
there
here.
was a monster in the room. So Halloween candy is probably arguably the best thing about Halloween.
Why?
No.
Costumes.
Ooh, costumes are nice.
Ah,
I love
still-
costumes.
it's my segue. Let me say
Got you.
Let
Got
him
you a
say
nurse.
this way.
A dirty cop. A nurse.
Another nurse. so let's talk about candy. Let's do our old tradition of overrated, underrated.
Of Halloween.
Halloween
candies.
candy, or just candy you would expect
Well,
to get.
no.
But don't do Reese's cups. Do
That's Halloween
Yeah.
candy.
it's not though.
All right.
I mean, you
Okay.
get it then, but it's not Halloween candy
All right. So what?
unless it's in the shape of a pumpkin, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Reese's
well,
pumpkins.
the pumpkin.
That ginger's
Reese's.
burning my tongue. It feels like.
I think
It
was
does.
the
It's
Abaddon.
spicy.
Might be. I don't know. I mean,
No,
everything's
ginger.
spicy. I've
Ginger
had.
is spicy.
Them,
Real ginger is.
What it
them
was.
chips ain't bad at all.
Garbage.
It was delicious.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm distracted now for that.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So
you want another one?
no, I don't want another one. I never want another one of those in my
So
life.
we'll do our underrated first.
Underrated. I will start if
Go
you
ahead.
want to.
Yes, I do.
America, listen to me. You're all sleeping on the orange and black candy.
Like the old
It's-
wax paper wrapping.
It's
Isn't that what they are?
It's peanut butter. It's not like Jif peanut butter, but it's peanut butter, and it's great. Everybody's sleeping on this candy.
They're
It's not terrible.
okay.
It is top of the line. For not. I'm taking things out. I'm taking out things that you can get on an everyday base, like Kit Kat, Twix, all that. I'm taking all that off the table. I'm saying what an actual candy that's just at Halloween, orange and black candy.
Well, that'd be
It
those and candy corn.
Trash ass candy corn.
Candy corn. Candy corn. Candy corn is
Oh.
overrated.
I like the pumpkins.
I never had the pumpkins.
So gross.
The pumpkins
They're
are good.
exactly the same.
I
I
can't.
don't
But
think
after
they
these
are.
ginger chews, I can't take anything that you say as. You gave it a 10.
Christopher,
You like
what?
the trash orange and black peanut butter taffy things.
Delicious.
Those
What's
are
your
trash.
underrated, Christopher?
I think underrated is Whoppers.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
You don't really see people.
like a
I
good
love
Whopper.
those malt balls,
Yeah.
man.
I like to bite them and like break them in half and then suck on them and let
I
that
haven't had a
malt
Whopper in a
dissolve.
long time.
That too. I want
I-
a freaking what was I gonna say? A malt ball cheesecake. A Whopper
Ooh.
cheesecake would be good.
Now, my mother-in-law has made me a Whopper chocolate cake before.
Oh, that sounds
I
amazing.
really
She
like
made
them
you a
in the
Coke
little
cake.
box. Because there's like 6 of them, and you just eat them all at once. But that.
Ever had the strawberry milkshake ones?
Yeah, I was about to say the strawberry
I have
Whopper.
not.
Those are good too.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
That just got to go.
Yeah.
Whoppers are.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, Eric.
My underrated, I had to take a picture of it because I forgot. I always forget what they're called, but they're those Atkinson peanut butter bars.
Old man candy.
You know what I'm talking
The
about?
zebra
Oh,
looking
Yeah,
bars?
looking
Yes.
striped like
Yes.
that.
Those are pretty good.
Yes.
I don't know. I don't think the camera can see that.
That's
but
a sorry excuse for a Butterfinger.
those,
That's what
whoa, 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 whoa. Those are very underrated.
What is-
That's legit.
Who hurt you
I don't
at
know.
Halloween?
that is. That is just a sad excuse of a Butterfinger.
It's not. I would say a Butterfinger is a sad excuse
See,
for a
that's my
zebra
underrated
thing.
is a Butterfinger. I love the Butterfingers.
Golly. You're all off tonight.
Yeah.
What's wrong with a
I don't-
Butterfinger?
It's not nothing, but I mean, they're nothing alike.
No.
But honestly, I do like a lot of the gummy stuff. Not all chocolate.
Well, what
I
is
get
your-
tired of chocolate?
Underrated.
Overrated. She said her under
What was there under?
the peanut butter
Pe-
or Butterfingers.
Butterfingers.
I can get Butterfinger once. A Butterfinger cake too.
Mm-hmm.
I've had a butter. Somebody made me before a Butterfinger pie.
Ooh, that
It was
sounds
delicious.
good.
It was
Butterfinger
delicious.
cheesecake.
I love a good cheese.
You can tell where my mind's at.
Butterfingers.
My overrated is candy corn. It's gross.
Hmm.
It should not be a thing.
Candy corn's very polarizing. I think
respect
people
what candy
either
corn means
love
at
it
the
or they
holiday.
hate it.
Dude, what?
It's a classic.
Go ahead. What?
No, I
It's-
thought I cut you off.
No, I was done.
It's just I don't know. It's just not good.
That was my overrated.
Yeah.
And I respect what it is because it is Halloween-ish.
It's a staple, but
it's a staple.
it shouldn't be.
But I
Well,
don't
I mean,
like it.
that's like Peeps are overrated at Easter.
I agree. We'll
I think
talk
Peeps
more
are
about that.
overrated.
We'll talk about
Candy's
more about
not
that in
really
April.
Yeah,
one of
yeah.
the
I'm
staples
jumping
to
ahead.
me
I'm
For
jumping ahead.
Halloween, it's more of the homemade stuff like cider and popcorn balls.
Oh my! Do y'all not like apple cider?
Oh, wait,
I
love
love it.
episode.
Oh, you don't like cider?
I love it.
I don't know if we can be friends.
It's okay.
I love. Now
You
I've had
haven't
some.
had it all fixed up.
Nah,
then.
probably not. I couldn't tell you the last time I had it, but I didn't enjoy
I
it.
put stuff
It's
in
been a
mine.
while.
Do you make homemade cider?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she just gets,
Add all
But
the
she
stuff to
makes
She
it with
gets
the
some-
stove is off.
You better preheat that dang stove.
she takes them gallons you can get and she'll put
What brand do you buy?
whatever's there.
Musselman's?
That's the best.
Musselman's is good.
Have y'all ever had when we used to go trick or treating? We lived out in the country, so we went to certain houses. This lady across the street, she always made homemade popcorn balls.
See, I've never
enjoy
had
it.
homemade. I know the ones that come pre-done are not good.
They're trash.
I enjoy a good popcorn ball.
The homemade
I don't
ones
like.
are
I would
so
probably
good.
enjoy a homemade one.
They're
I've
alright.
got one that y'all can have.
Ooh, I love coming here.
I
They
just
did
made
feed
them.
us again.
I mean, if I'm not eating tacos, it's tater tot casserole, it's brownies, it's all these things.
Every time we come here, Alice and Eric feed us. Every time, and we're very grateful.
So you're overrated with candy corn too?
Yeah, I couldn't think of another Halloween candy that I thought deserved that. Not that I hate it, but I just think it's overrated.
Sorry.
I was just gonna let you finish it.
Y'all got a funny trick or treating story you remember as a kid?
They need to do. They're overrated.
I thought they did. I'm sorry.
He's paying attention to us.
I'm sorry.
What is your overrated, Eric?
I want to hear it.
My overrated is freaking Smarties. It's like everybody loves Smarties. They're trash.
I like Smarties.
They're
Have you had the
trash.
big Smarties?
I just.
Big
I don't think
Smarties are
so.
just-
They are good.
I would
chalk.
eat them.
It's
I would
just
eat
chalk.
them,
You're eating
but
chalk.
they're not my top.
I agree with you on why you wouldn't like them because it is a very what's the word I'm looking for?
Educated.
But you see, you said that you think they're overrated. I think they're underrated because I don't think they're popular. I think everybody says they hate them.
I wonder
Oh,
what the
wow.
I wonder what the Smarties like graph is out here. I wonder what the over under is on people liking
I mean,
Smarties.
Hey, I remember when I was a kid, people liked them,
I do
don't
too.
know of a lot
but
of
now
people
you
that
don't
like
hear
'em.
anything about
Yeah.
them. That, to me, but I agree. I think as a whole, I don't think
Have
they're
you ever
anything to
had
be.
the Smarties gum?
No,
Gumballs.
that's
Really?
It sounds
Oh.
terrible.
That
It's
sounds
amazing.
good.
There's gumballs in the
It
package.
sounds
and
terrible.
Have you ever had the big fat juicy
Tart?
fruit gum?
No.
The You never had the big fat juicy fruit gum that comes in the big fat like bubbles?
Oh.
Like who was it? Hubba Bubba or Double Bubble or Bubblicious? Whatever the heck this
Juicy
is.
fruits in the
No,
flat
but
one.
they
No,
make a
but
fat.
they make one that's like Bubblicious.
They make a fat version. I don't know why I'm calling it a fat version, but they make it plump, and it's so
Quit
good.
fat shaming juicy fruit.
Juicy fruit, fat juicy fruit's where it's at. It's so good.
I do like the big one. What's your overrated? Wait.
Yeah.
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 Overrated.
Yeah.
I forgot. What we were
I
on.
keep on throwing
Reese's.
this up.
Get out of my house. Get out of my
I'm not
goddamn
saying they're not good. They're good. I just think they're overrated. I think people go nuts over them. And honestly, I like the Palmers better.
What the hell's a Palmer?
It's like the off-brand of Reese's.
I'm gonna say it.
I've been saying it.
It's creamier.
Been saying it for 10
I'm
dang
not gonna
years.
say you're wrong.
It is
used-
creamier.
I
You know how
used to
Reese's
like
all
you better
dry
than
and
Eric, but
crumbly?
it is
Okay, you're
shifted.
on to something there.
Palmer is
She's kind of. I
No,
haven't had a
no.
Palmer or a Palmier, whatever the heck she's talking about. Whatever she's talking, I can't pronounce
No.
words
They
about.
have them at DG.
No.
The,
Palmer?
They
No,
look
no,
like the little
no, no.
Reese's cups, and they're
The Reese's
They're not good.
seasonal
As good.
peanut butter cups are the greatest thing. The pumpkin, the tree, the heart,
it's too much peanut butter.
egg. They're all better than the regular Reese's
No.
cup.
My
They're worse.
favorite type of
I-
Reese's is the mini, just the Reese's minis.
Not enough.
Or the
It's
the
more-
bite size. You know,
it's more
like the
proportional.
ones
I
not
freeze
like
mine.
little bitty, but
The seasonal ones
They're all
have
peanut butter.
exactly. You're
Why don't
welcome.
you just eat a jar of
Reese's
peanut
says
butter?
you're welcome. They actually do
I'm
have
I don't.
conflicted on
Reese's
I
this.
don't want a whole bunch of peanut butter. I want the
Ooh, I do.
That
ratio.
peanut butter is so good. They actually
peanut
make
butter to
jars of
chocolate.
Reese's peanut butter.
it is good.
That's
I'm not
why,
crazy.
because
I
people
don't want
love
peanut
it.
butter by itself ever.
Mm.
Oh,
Oh, man,
I
I
can
can
just
just-
dip in
yeah.
that thing.
Oh yeah.
Man, I love peanut butter. Uh-oh, he's not thinking.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where I'm at on this argument because I have at times thought Reese's cups are a little.
Cups.
Because you brought up the dryness of it. I've had a bad run where I had some
I don't
crumbly
like
The
that
dry.
crumbly
regular
dryness.
cups have
Me
too
neither.
much. The ridges of them make them not good. There's too much chocolate.
I do like freezing
See,
them.
I'm
It makes
reverse
them
on it.
good.
Okay. Here's another one. Another controversial one. Mint chocolate chip ice cream.
I
Yay or
hate-
nay?
I hate mint in any form of candy.
I like mint candy.
I like
but
Andes though.
Andy's.
Yeah.
And have you ever had an Andy's mint pie?
I've not.
Oh,
that's probably pretty good.
that'll make you.
It's like eating toothpaste in a pie.
It'll make you do things.
Wow.
I mean,
But I don't like mint chocolate chip ice cream though.
Yeah, I'm not big
don't.
on
I
mint
do.
chocolate, but I'm not a big ice cream eater in general.
Oh, I am.
I hate peppermint.
But I do
I
like
hate the
mint.
smell of it. I
You don't
hate
eat
the
like
taste
just a
of it.
regular peppermint?
No, I hate peppermint.
You don't eat a candy cane?
I hate.
I'm sorry I'm
candy
jumping ahead to
canes.
the next season.
You ever had a
but-
fruit candy cane?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Those are good.
Candy canes are. Oh, we'll talk more about that when
yeah.
next holiday. But
Candy
Well.
cane cheesecake.
Holiday after next.
I would eat that.
You break up the peppermint candy cane.
I
You,
would eat that.
you do big bro.
Holiday after next, Thad. Next holiday's thanks turkey.
Oh
Day.
yeah, we're gonna have a turkey and dressing cheesecake.
Yeah. I'd probably try.
I
we
would
gonna
try.
have-
I would try it, but I would.
Are we gonna have a Thanksgiving dinner?
We should.
Yeah, we need.
Hey, we deep fry our turkey. It's
I've
super good.
I'm gonna tell you a story about a young man, young, handsome, sexy man named Christopher Eli Hawthorne. A few years ago, we bought a turkey fryer in hopes to fry a turkey.
Yeah.
Probably 4 years ago now. In my bedroom to this day is a turkey fryer and a 5-gallon thing of grease that's expired. I've never fried one. Every holiday, I'm frying a turkey this year. It's still sitting in my bedroom.
Dang.
It's delicious.
I
Yeah,
know
I want
this
to do one so
yeah.
bad.
I know this is the Halloween
Yeah.
episode, but I will tell you this: Thanksgiving is the greatest season of all time.
Yeah, it's all food.
I like Halloween better,
food.
but
Oh no,
I
Thanksgiving.
mean,
nothing against all the other ones.
the
Halloween.
food. Thanksgiving's got the best food.
God, that's what I love
But
about
I
it.
love the dirty Santa games, giving people stupid presents. I love that.
The Dirty Sanchez.
Santa.
These last 3 months, it's like
These are the greatest months.
They
of
are the
year.
greatest months. Like an
October,
ex-
November, December.
Yeah,
Best
well,
months ever.
There's
May's
more
kind of
stuff to
like
do.
an ex-dirty lover coming back into your life. You know she's bad for you, but she starts coming around in October, and you're like, wow, like I'm starting to feel
And
good
then
again.
December, you're like, go away.
Yeah, December,
Go
December, it all comes
January
crashing down. After
1st,
December
yeah.
25th, it all comes crashing down. Then you left with the New Year, with all your
Well, By
regrets.
the time to hit the old dusty trail.
And then you say never again. I ain't
Never
going
again.
back
My
to
New
her.
Year's resolution.
And then by the end of the year, she's back in your life.
That's a pretty
That's a good analogy.
I like that. Yeah.
But these 3 months, oof,
Love this
I'm
time
gonna
of year, man.
enjoy it.
Good times.
I enjoy the roller
So,
coaster ride.
what was your question? Has anybody had a good trick or treating story? Is that what you said?
Oh yeah, I forgot to ask that. Good
I
trick or
will-
treating story.
Let me just say this.
Go ahead.
I hate the concept of trunk or treat. I think it is the dumbest thing ever.
Yeah,
I
do
agree with
too.
that.
They're all in assembly line, just.
I get
Yeah.
it.
I like it, but
I
There's
get
no
the
adventure to
reasoning
it.
behind
It's
it.
just.
I really do. But when I was a kid in big old Dirks, Arkansas, Dad used to drop us off on one row, and you went down. I mean, you went like 3 or 4 blocks
Yeah.
before he picked you back up.
You
You
had
went
to
to
earn
every
it.
single house. It was the experience of Halloween.
oh,
And now you're just walking in a circle and people just get and you go home. What's the point of dressing up?
We never go to trunk or treat. We'll do the neighborhood or like
Gotta-
family houses.
You got to get out there. It's got to be organic.
I think in these small towns, go back to old Halloween. Now, bigger cities, I understand,
Yeah.
but here, just do old
Are
Halloween.
we giving out candy this year?
Here? Are we coming here?
We're coming
Not
to give out
for
candy.
us.
you won't.
Y'all
not-
could.
Nobody comes down here.
That's sad.
Thankfully.
See, that's what I mean. It's
Well,
sad.
we're on
We'll
a
advertise.
dead-end
Well, I'm
street
always
on
going to say free
edge of
candy
town.
over here.
Which is not a lie, is it?
You could
But it
use
is pretty
Eric's
handy.
mama's house. It's a hot spot.
My house
My-
is hidden.
My
Nobody
and
goes
Teresa
along.
used to go all out for Halloween. I mean, decorations everywhere, and she at like 4th of July and stuff. She would buy tons of those snappers, and she would just cover her whole driveway with them snappers. That way, when you're walking up, it was just pop, 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 pop,
I'm
pop.
pretty sure.
Oh, man.
She'd dress up. I mean, just go all out.
And that's what.
And I used to love whenever I was a teenager, got a little older and didn't really want to go trick or treating. I'd go down there a lot of times, and
That's
Just
what
say
I
it.
miss. That's what I miss about it. Today's world. Halloween has just been. It's so soft now.
well, it's every holiday, really.
Yeah.
But I mean, but the other holidays are more gathering.
People don't get together so much
Well,
anymore.
no, but I'm saying that's what those holidays are for.
Halloween
Halloween is you're supposed to go out.
I'm talking more about like decorating and stuff.
Oh yeah,
like
it's sad.
that.
Christmas is
You know,
so
Christmas,
sad now.
yeah.
Yeah.
People
Nobody
don't hardly.
decorates. I'm decorating this year. My yard.
We do some, but not. But I mean, like I said, I'm on a dead end street, so
Yeah.
I mean,
It's just
nobody
us.
really
But
sees
during
it.
Christmas, if you were lit up, people would see it.
Yeah, I mean,
So, okay, I'm off my soapbox. What's a good trick or treat story for you?
Honestly, it was like just trying to randomly think of one, but one that sticks out is kind of dirty, but not too bad. Of course, I remember being a kid and going trick or treat with my brother Justin. And went to this woman's house, and she opened the door and she had like a long, like flannel shirt on, but I don't think she was wearing pants underneath it. I don't know. I was too, because when you're a kid, you're too afraid. So you're trying to look, you're trying not to look. And she had like a Great Dane in her house, like came up in between her legs at one point.
Sure, this wasn't a dream.
No, this really happened. But I remember this being, when you're a kid, you just think about stuff. And I was thinking, did she got pants on? She don't have pants on. And the door shut. I asked my brother, I was like, does she have any pants on under there? Or was she just, was her underwear? Like, what was going on? He's like, we don't need to talk about this. You're too young.
Only the Great Dane will know.
But yeah, I know. Still to this day, I wonder. And I don't even know who she was.
So if you're out there and you were giving out candy,
In a flannel shirt?
1998.
yeah.
we need answers. What you were doing, what you
Unsolved
were wearing.
mysteries.
But I don't know. I think about that from time to time. I still think about that to this day.
I probably would too. Eric.
I kind of said a minute ago, just going down to Mount Teresa's.
Yeah.
I always enjoyed that.
We always had big parties. We would trick or treat every year, and then this one year I remember we invited a lot of people from school. We used my grandpa's house, because I don't even think he was living in it. But my parents and my aunts and uncles, they went and decorated it all out, and we watched the Leprechaun. Then they had somebody come in with a chainsaw, and all the lights went out, scared all the kids and stuff. We had a good time.
Good time.
Yeah.
Remember you saying that after we watched that Leprechaun movie the other night?
Mm-hmm.
So-
yeah, let's hear everybody's best
Well, I've got.
leprechaun voice.
They're after me, Lucky Charms.
He says
Alright.
the Leprechaun.
Chris?
Oh God.
I hate to put you on the spot like
Hey, I'm the Leprechaun. I can't do a good one.
You did it long ago. You can do it.
I can't. Now I'm nervous. I do
Now
it
it's on.
counterfactually.
Everybody in the world's watching now.
Yes.
I hide me pot of gold behind a tree.
That's good. So I've got it's not a trick-or-treating story. When I was in the 7th grade, it was the 7th grade, a classmate of mine, they would always have Halloween parties, like at their house. And it was just, all the kids in that grade came. Well, they took us out on a hayride, and we went to this old abandoned church. And when we go in, it's empty, and all of a sudden, and it's pitch dark in there. All of a sudden, all these people are standing around us, and they've got chainsaws, weed eaters, and all that. So people start freaking out, and one falls, so everybody starts tripping over and stuff. All of a sudden, I just feel something on my neck, and I don't think nothing about it. We get up. It was some juniors and seniors did it. We get back, and somebody's like, "What's wrong with your neck?" So whoever had the weed eater, they didn't
It
have
had
the
line on
it didn't
it?
have the line, but they put the deal to it, and it
You like
burnt
burnt?
like a spot, like from my ear to my
Oh my
neck.
gosh.
And it ended up like scabbed over and all that kind of stuff. They were
Dang it,
so
boy.
afraid that my
You know what
parents
my
were gonna
favorite
sue
thing
them.
to do is at Halloween is the hay rides.
Hey, rides around
Out,
the road.
out in a
I said
trail
that
on the
very
in
high
a
pitch.
pasture.
I
or
did not
something.
mean to. I did not mean to be the high pitched with that. Sorry.
We'll probably do one the next weekend, maybe. We usually do with the kids.
Yeah, with the kids
Well,
we
y'all
always
just
take
take them around.
They played. Eric and Josh were driving the trailer, and we're all sitting on the back with the kids, and Josh starts playing coyote noises on the speakers, and they've got the windows down, and it actually drew up real coyotes, and
Oh,
they're
God.
like right there, and it's freaking the kids out. They're like, "Stop! Turn it off!"
I'd put that in a
was,
movie.
It was funny.
we could.
Good
You-
times.
we can still-
Good times. Yeah. we've done one the last 2, 3, 4
Mhm.
years.
We did 2 last year, I think, because we did with Mom too.
We used to do it over around Josh and them's place.
Yeah, and they've got good roads to take.
Yeah.
Looks like we know what we're doing the next weekend.
Sounds good to me.
Carrying the bejesus up to some kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, what's a favorite costume that you had growing up? It could be when you were young, could be as an adult. It doesn't matter. Just your favorite costume.
I honestly don't remember a lot of them when I was a kid. I
Oh, I
really
remember
don't.
Oh, I
Every
remember
single one.
most of mine.
I remember
I
every single one.
I think I might have been a Ninja Turtle one year.
It's pretty cool.
I think I was a TV one year.
A TV?
Yeah.
Right, that's clever.
Did
though.
you
That's pretty-
did you make it?
I think Mom did.
Like, was it
we-
like over your like?
we took like a big cardboard box.
That's funny. I like
I
Yeah,
that.
that's
no,
think-
the
clever.
original
I
was
think.
super original.
Yeah.
So I was a Ninja Turtle once, but I don't know what Mom's process was in this. She like out of a big cardboard box, she traced. So it was just the outline of the turtle, and she cut the eyes out, and I had to just carry this cardboard.
So you had a body mask.
over it.
It was a body size mask.
And that's all I did. I wore like green sweatpants underneath it. That's what.
That's pretty good.
That is hilarious.
That's pretty good.
But my favorite one was when I was the Blue Ranger, Power Ranger, because I had the costume. But the coolest part was it had the gloves that had the button in them. You know that cheesy when they swung, it made the whooshing noises and stuff like
Yeah.
that. When you would punt with your thumb, like it would make that noise.
Which that really was cool.
That was all. I felt like a Power Ranger.
Yeah.
Till my brother punched me.
Well,
and then
my
I didn't
mom,
feel like
when
one
we were
anymore.
little, she actually, you remember when Walmart was where the co-op is in Nashville? And they had this section with the fabric and all that. They had these drawers you could pull out, and they had patterns of all this stuff you could make. She actually went, we got to pick our pattern of whatever costume we wanted, and she went home and made it. Sewing machine, everything. So we had good costumes.
Wow.
And
I
my
was-
favorite, I loved Beauty and the Beast, and I was Belle. And my dress
Wow.
was amazing.
That's pretty cool.
I was a mouse one time.
Man,
All I did was
no.
wear a gray sweatshirt.
That's probably
We
why.
didn't really go all out.
Your
I got-
costume
it was
sounds
like
sad.
a gray sweatshirt and then I had like a mask. And I was a mouse. And I had like, she had like a neck, like it was like a necklace, but it had a piece of cheese at the end of it. Not a real piece of cheese, a fake one. Like I've,
Stick
It would have been
a
funny if
piece
it was
of
a real
cheese on
piece of cheese. Piece of moldy cheese.
What's that smell?
It's
Carrying
his
around
damn
cheese.
necklace. His cheese
my
necklace.
so fat cheese necklace. What about you, Chris? What was?
There was a big gap where I couldn't go trick or treating for religious reasons back when I was a kid. But the times I remember going, one time I was Troy Aikman at a Dallas Cowboys uniform.
Yeah.
I wasn't even a Dallas Cowboys fan, but I remember thinking that was the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
Did you have the helmet?
Yeah.
I would.
I had
That
the-
would have been just cool.
I had the helmet too. It was like the pads and everything.
It's how real the costume is.
Mhm.
When it's more like the real thing, it's more memorable. Sorry, Thad.
Speak.
One more.
Drew.
Well, until
Sweat
you've
pants.
until you've gone with a cardboard cutout of a Ninja Turtle.
And one time for church, I went as the fisher of men. So I dressed up as a fisherman. I got photos of it. I got
Did you
photos of both of
really?
these. So yeah, there's phototypic proof. That's not a real
In
word.
today's world, that means something different.
Now here recently, I was Joe Dirte a few years
Oh
ago.
yeah, you're. Joe
I remember
think I
seeing
remember
pictures.
seeing
I still
you.
remember seeing pictures of that. Was you did that really
That
good?
was
I
really
got the
good.
wagon and
Why did you not, at some point in your life, go as Eminem?
why would I
Right?
go as
Yeah.
Eminem?
You could pull that
Well,
off.
you look
His
just
days,
like him
when you were younger,
when he was skinny and young.
and you had
when I was skinny.
Well, you're
Back
not
then, I
as
looked
skinny
halfway
now.
decent.
that, yeah, when you were moderately attractive.
We need an old picture of Eric.
And you did. You look like
I'll
the
put it in my
Slim
car.
Shady.
Yeah.
I don't see
Terry would agree. She
I
said
see it
that,
too.
and she didn't
I
even
really
see him
do.
young. She saw him in his older age. She said, "Your husband reminds me of Eminem."
I'm excited
You have
about.
his nose too.
I'm excited about my costume this weekend.
Yeah.
Last
am
year
too.
I didn't. At y'all's Halloween party last year, I very underachieved.
No, we know.
Yeah, you just
Wait a
kind
I
of
always
stopped by.
underachieve
Just,
at the Halloween.
But I didn't think I was going to be able to make it then either. So I did throw something just together. So I did try. But this one I actually put a little more thought into. This one.
Here's why
We
I
will have pictures of our costumes.
Yeah.
And
we're
we'll post
doing
them
a
on our Facebook.
couple's costume.
And we're doing a couple's costume. No, we're not.
Well, here's why I don't dress up. First off, you know how hard it is to find a 6XLT costume out here? Second off is this. Y'all know I always get, I took my clothes off tonight. You know I'm going to end up coming down here, that I'm going to end up taking my clothes off one by one.
You
Oh
could
yeah,
go
if you
for
wear
Halloween.
a costume, you'll
for
be real hot.
Oh, yeah,
Halloween, you
no.
could go as inappropriate.
Hey guys, I'm just
Yeah.
inappropriate here.
That would be pretty funny.
Is there going to be anybody here that I can't take my clothes off in front of?
Depends on what you prefer.
I don't think so. You know.
You live your life.
Who? Well, I ain't impressing nobody. Who cares? I am who I am.
That's
Take it
right.
or leave it.
That's what we
That's right.
love.
That's right.
Take it or leave it.
So let's get into. I know we've gone quite a bit, but let's get into this. Probably the biggest debate that this group has ever had. To where we're torn almost. We're torn 50-50 in this. Do y'all have a ghost story? Well, the two that believe in ghosts. Do you have a ghost story?
Well, hell yeah, I've got plenty of ghost stories.
And do you think that me and Eric can debunk these ghost stories?
Well, you guys can debunk anything because you're non-believer.
Right. So you're
So
gonna
you're
talk
gonna
your
debunk-
way
I
out
can
of it. No
debunk
matter
it, then
what.
it's not real.
I try to debunk
Okay,
these myself, but
Chris,
I
let's talk about our combined experience
can't.
at Seth's house,
Okay, let's do it. Let's do it.
where
Let's
Eric
talk about it.
Eric was watching too.
Eric was there. He witnessed this.
He did, and he denies it.
This
saw
house
it.
has had some reported activity previously, unbeknownst to us. And it was a purple makeup bag. Well, I had just got done taking a whiz. I don't know if anybody else went in there. It was me, Eric, and Allison on the couch, wasn't it?
Yeah,
And then we were all sitting there, and we heard this. Or did we see it too?
yeah,
And we looked over there, but we heard a whoosh.
like something just
It
knocked
just threw
it
it
off.
on the
With
ground.
force.
yeah.
What was it?
It was like a caboodle.
Oh, what?
A caboodle is like something you put makeup in. It's like a case full of stuff.
Okay. So, you went to the bathroom.
Peed. Didn't wash my
But
hands.
no, I know what you're gonna say. You're gonna say he knocked it off.
No,
halfway
no,
or
I
whatever.
didn't say he knocked it. Oh, but do you not? Was it? How do you know it wasn't setting on the edge?
Wasn't.
I'll tell you, because I went in there to look. The shelf was not like flat. It kind of drooped down. So like, you would have had to scoop it up to knock it off.
Concave.
It couldn't have been hanging off the shelf.
And
You
what's
don't- but
going to
you don't
knock this
know.
down? We knew. I
Yeah,
remember
I mean,
seeing
how would that have been possible? Gravity would have been working against it.
I remember seeing that little purple capoodle sitting on that thing, and it was not close to the edge. Something
Yeah.
knocked
As
that
far as
capoodle off
we
of
know.
there.
It had force.
It was pretty close to the edge.
It dumped out and everything.
You said it was close to the edge.
It was pretty close to the edge. Yeah.
So
had some
something could have been
See
bumped.
it?
Something could have been bumped,
Dad, he's making
and then
that
fell
up.
at another. At it,
With
'cause
nobody in there?
you
He's
went in
making
there.
It
that
fell
up.
with force.
Boy, it hit the ground. Of course, it's
Yeah,
force.
with somebody felt like someone chunked the thing on the ground.
Yeah.
Did it break it?
It dumped everything out
Did
of
it
it.
break it?
Dumped everything on the floor.
If something was thrown,
You
with-
can't break a capoodle.
Yeah, they're pretty tough.
You know how hard it is to break a capoodle? It's like trying to break a papusa. Can't do it.
Can't do it.
This papusa don't break.
well, see, that's just why I think it was close to the edge. And I'm not saying you hit it, but you win if
No.
it was just close enough.
Why would I touch?
I didn't say
why
you
would
touched
I go
it.
take a whiz, and why would I go by and just touch this
I didn't say you
capoodle?
touched it, but you
Oh my
walked by
gosh.
it.
Both of my stories were bathrooms. Let me tell you my second
So you're
story.
saying that Coach just live in bathroom?
I guess so.
We're freezing.
Yeah, that one camera's freezing. Keep going.
My
Okay, you don't have to show me and Chris. We're fine with it.
But
My second story is in Hot Springs, and you know, bathhouse. It's historic anyway. It's been there for a long time. So we were at a place on bathhouse, and I go into the bathroom, and they have two stalls that don't have doors. They just have curtains. So I go in there. I go in one stall, and I look over because I'm just sitting there, and I'm like. Because listen, the toilet paper just starts unrolling in the other stall.
oh, really?
So like it's going like this, like somebody's just pulling it down. And do you need to gather yourself? What is he laughing about now?
I don't know.
There's air bubbles coming up. Calm down, you running the story.
Anyway, so it's unrolling, and I'm like, well, I just start thinking to myself, that's a total waste of toilet paper.
Mm-hmm.
So that's weird. So I get out and I'm washing my hands and I'm like, why would somebody do that? It doesn't make any sense. So I kind of did like this because it's just a curtain. There's nobody in there.
Oh, really? That is
Yeah.
interesting.
The whole roll, it was down to the brown part. The roll was empty.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
And there was a pile of toilet paper on the floor. I even took a picture of it because I knew they wouldn't believe me.
I don't believe you.
So no witnesses.
No, I mean I don't believe
have
that
the
you
picture.
saw the
I
toilet
can actually
paper.
show you the picture. I still have it.
So here's my ghost story.
You don't have any.
Yeah. No ghost.
Oh yeah, at work, all the lights are flashing on and off like a poltergeist, and he
No,
goes,
just-
His
"Oh,
spooky,
the
his spooky
electricity's just
electrical
bad."
issues.
That was
That's
his-
them old
That was his solution. Was it's just an
fluorescent
old
lighting
building.
does that.
Our house is old, Eric.
When
it
are
doesn't
y'all-
do that.
Fluorescent lighting, Allison, does that.
What about this?
I've worked in places with fluorescent lighting, and it doesn't do that.
I was up late. It's like around 3 o'clock in the morning one night. I was watching Larry the Cable Guy Only in America. It's been years ago, back when that show was on. I was probably in high school, or maybe a senior. I can't remember. But I remember we had these sliding glass doors that didn't have any covers on them, and they were behind me when behind the couch. I remember thinking, like, I think someone's watching me from these glass doors, but I don't know. So I finally built up the courage to look, and then I look, and my nephew's toys, toddler toys at the time, are in the corner. And he had a table that had a bunch of different stuff on it, phrases, numbers, and all this stuff. And it starts going 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, over and over again. In that pattern, I freak out. I don't know what to do. And then it's saying things like, I hope you have a nice day. I hope you have a nice day. And he goes
Boy,
back to
that's
6.
creepy.
So anyway, I go wake mom and dad up. So I'm like, hey, there's something going on. I don't know what's happening. You got to come check this out. Well, Dad doesn't waste time. He just goes back to bed. Mom gets up, and she's like, she hears it, so she knows I'm not crazy. But she's like, turn the toy off. Well, I go over there turning the toy off. The toy is off. So I start freaking out and just punching this thing and throwing it and kicking it, and it shuts off. But what was that? Later,
Well-
I took that toy out to a cemetery later that week.
God.
Do it again.
It was going off, not in a weird pattern, but it was going off out there.
We've had I've had the kids when the kids were little a toy do that. Just it's like I don't know.
They don't do that.
But
They
that
get
was a
old
little
I've heard 'em
different.
go off, but that's
yeah,
different.
no.
Not turned off.
It never
They
did that
didn't do
again
that.
either.
I've had some what you would call spooky experiences, but I mean that's all it was. Coincidences, spooky coincidences.
So you say.
So we were. I don't know if I should say what the place is. We were at a place in Center Point.
Lee's Mansion.
Okay, we can say it.
It's tore down now.
Okay, so we went there. A group of friends went there, and I may be not 100% recollection of it. Long story short, there was a group of us that went. We took 2 vehicles. When they got out of the Jeep, and as soon as they shut the doors, and it was like a Jeep Cherokee, like an old style one, I think is what it was. As soon as they shut the door, the inside and outside lights, the horn, it just starts going off. I won't stop. Can't turn the key, nothing. It won't stop. And then, I mean, that was spooky, but it was probably just. It's probably just a freak out
Yeah,
on the
'cause
car.
vehicles
Yeah,
do
just a
that.
coincidence.
Yeah.
You know, I pull up
That's
at
right.
work all the time, and mine just starts. You know.
But it could do
There
it.
is an
How
explanation
often do
for
you
everything.
hear about a car
Toys
doing
get possessed
that?
all the time and say devilish things.
That's
Hey,
Th-
Chris,
okay,
I think that
For
That's right.
example,
I think your experience was a demon.
I think so too.
I think it was demonic.
But Allison, there's some. I forgot that I left this out. The night before that, we played in some Indian burial grounds. So that's
Brought
also a whole other.
something
Yeah,
home.
that's what we think. We
So-
dug.
That was
We took some
demonic.
rocks.
we were.
I know we were bad kids.
You
We-
can't take stuff.
So I was closing the store one time.
We took them back.
This is back before I was a manager. But anyway, so on the top shelf, up in the sky shelf, they had these baby dolls, and they were actually turned facing the wall because they were motion
I
activated.
thought you were gonna say because they were creepy.
No, because they're motion activated,
Yeah,
so they were
yeah.
turned against the wall. Well, they said 3 phrases or 3 things. It was mom, mommy, daddy, and then it would laugh. I was back here, and all of a sudden, one of them laughed 3 times in a row. And I didn't stick around back here, but it's the same thing that happened with yours. It was the batteries going out.
Yeah.
So it said 6, 6.
It was stuck.
6.
It was a frizzing out by
Yeah.
coincidence.
But the toy kept
That-
on working.
So what if it had said
Uh-uh.
4,
The toy was
4,
off.
4?
The
Listen,
toy was switched off.
You said you had
Yeah.
to turn them against the wall because they were motion activated. His toy was completely turned off. Your
But it
toys
could have
were
been.
not.
But it could have been a.
it was red hot
a-
when I touched it. It sizzled. That's not true.
But okay, would it has been as scary to you as if it would have said 4, 4, 4?
It wouldn't have scared me as much because 4,
So
4,
it
4
was
is
just
not
a-
as significant
But
with
it,
the
but it
devil.
was just a
Yeah.
coincidence that's the number it was stuck.
Or it could be a coincidence that a demon was there. Because if he felt like something was looking at him before that happened,
That all plays a part.
there's
So-
a reason that
Something
you feel
I
that
felt
way.
something before this happened.
Dude, but why did it just do it? Why didn't it say something else? to you?
Like if you heard something spooky and then you felt like there was something there, that's one thing. But before it happens, you feel like something's
I just
there.
feel like it was the battery was going out in it.
It wasn't the
Yeah.
battery.
You can feel however you
I've
want,
never
but
really
you know
had nothing spooky.
some things you just can't explain.
Mm-hmm. There's some things
Yeah,
you
you
can't
can
explain.
explain everything.
No, you
I
can't.
don't believe that, but I believe everything is explainable.
In a lot of stuff, people say they hear something, or not like what you heard. You heard a toy, but like voices or
Yeah.
stuff like that. Like when it's always like middle of the night, everything's shut off, quiet. Like your brain will play tricks on you. Like
you-
people, if you lock people in a room, isolate them in the dark and quiet, like they'll go crazy. Like,
To be
that's-
fair, you
that's-
were
Listen,
watching
I'm
Larry
watching-
the
watching
Cable.
Larry the
I mean,
Cable
we'll go
Guy.
crazy, but I wasn't. I mean, this is just something that happened.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying yours was
If I
that.
wouldn't-
Yours was a toy, but
The feeling of it, the feeling of being creeped out before that, like the feeling that somebody's watching. me.
That's the thing.
That's
that
what
sets
set it off.
different. Because if he had a feeling before anything even happened, something was going on.
What did you
were
feel
were
like
you
when you
doing
took-
something
Yeah,
that
were you doing something you weren't supposed to
didn't
be
need to
I was
be
watching TV.
watched doing?
But
Well, I played in the Indian burial ground the night before with my friends.
and how did you feel when y'all took the rocks from there?
I mean, I didn't feel. I felt a little guilty about it.
Felt guilty. So it was just your guilty conscience.
Wow.
I don't. When my guilty,
Guilty
conscience
conscience makes
is
makes a toy go off and
Is
say
No,
manifesting-
it's
666.
sheer coincidence that it was doing that at the same time.
I don't
Yeah.
believe. I don't
So what do
think
you
things
think
just
about
happen in
what do you
life.
think about these people that like work in like the Crescent Hotel and stuff and see things all the time and they just work there?
Because they believe the stories, and so it just.
Well,
So if
I
you
mean
see
that's
you
business
think-
for them though.
You
That brings
think
in
that
business.
you can manifest something into your eyeballs because you think of it?
No, that's-
I've
Could've been
never-
If they
sleep
work
deprived, could've been
there,
dr-
they're
on
doing it for the
something.
business.
You think
But
all
like
those
you said, too,
people are
that's
sleep
business.
deprived?
Okay, next year we're going to a haunted house, a legit haunted place. We're staying overnight. I've said
Wait,
it.
do they have a bed? Because I don't sleep on the ground. On a hard floor, I got a bad back.
Bad. Yeah.
You will see ghosts
Oh
tonight.
man. You-
But like he said, that's business. You can't use that. If
But
I
you
was
don't-
going to do a scary place, of course I'm going to tell
There's a reason
people.
why they're still running, Thad. There's
But,
a reason why
hey,
people still go there.
You know we need protection. Do you not think that there's demons on this earth?
Thad, do you
I'm not going to get
believe-
into a religious stint.
That's what ghosts are.
no.
what I think.
No, I don't believe it.
If you don't believe that, then you. Well, y'all don't believe in ghosts at all.
What do
So
you
how
I
can
believe
you?
that there are demons, but I don't believe that it's this whole other thing. I don't think they're scaring you out there like.
What about the people that get hurt? Scratches and
That's
stuff
that's
like that.
fake.
What
That's
about
not-
possessions?
I won't believe anything I read on the internet about ghost stories.
So if y'all went to a place that people say is really bad, and y'all went there and y'all experienced stuff, y'all would still try to explain it away because
of course I would.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's just like
There's
Shane.
defense
It's
mechanism. You're
on
scared.
that show like
You're
Shane and
weak.
Ryan. th- One believes, one doesn't, but
But
nothing
Ryan
ever happens.
Shane has admitted to hearing stuff. so
Weird
he
stuff
knows.
happening, but he never says.
Well,
No,
"Oh, that's
he
it."
I
will
get-
say.
Now, I think what's getting lost in translation here is they're saying when I say if I heard something I can't explain what it was, doesn't mean I think it's a ghost. It means I haven't figured out what that was.
Yeah.
I haven't been
Well, if
able
you
to
don't-
explain
Yeah.
it yet.
If you don't, then it's unexplained.
But you can.
And you said
figure it out.
everything can be explained.
You can if you get.
But yeah, if it's a
dig into
demon,
it,
that explains it.
if you dig into
That
it,
explains what it was. There was a demon in that toy. So.
and I'm not trying
That's
to
an
knock your
explanation.
spooky
Sounds about right.
experience. I'm not trying to knock your. Spooky
I mean, it's
experience.
okay. I know you don't believe.
I honestly,
I can only just tell
personally,
you what
I
happened.
think that you and Eric are the same, and I think that y'all honestly, on a deeper level, y'all are scared of it.
Mm-hmm.
So you
Mhm.
you explain it away so that it's
Mhm.
not so scary.
Yeah.
I think that's what y'all do.
Yeah.
100%.
So
You do.
us being logical is us being
We're
scared.
scared because we
think you
can
are.
explain,
It's not as scary if you can explain it to yourself.
but then because it's real. No, it's nothing.
There can be something really happening right in front of your eyes, and you'll explain it away so
Hey,
that you're not as scared.
Consider yourselves lucky. Honestly,
Mm-hmm.
I wish I didn't believe in it. I wish I really didn't. But I've seen too many things and had too
And what
many
about my dad?
experiences.
You think he's just crazy?
Yes.
That was a layup. That was a layup.
He's not going to appreciate that.
But I've told him that before. He's
I
there's
think you out of
something
your
in the
damn
water.
mind,
There's-
old man.
Fine,
There's
you said
something
it.
That
in the
water
water.
was tested 99% pure.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah.
It was. He has well water. 'cause it's not
What
country.
happened with his well water? I gotta hear this.
There's nothing wrong with it.
This is
He
like
says
such a
there's something
redneck
in-
story. That water tested 99%. There wasn't hard chemicals in that
You
water.
had
There
to
wasn't
have
no
your-
lead, wasn't
You
nothing.
had to have your water tested if you had well water. and
Okay,
they had
so-
it tested.
So what happened?
With the well
He
water.
always says there's something in the water. But
I'm
Dad
just
drinks
saying,
bottled water,
there's-
so
So well, I'm lost here. What happened with the water?
nothing.
Nothing.
It's
I
him.
was just I just always
He goes,
tease him.
yeah.
yo.
He always says
There's
something.
something-
in the
Okay, I
water.
get what you're saying. I
That
get
makes
what you're
him
saying. I thought you were
crazy.
telling
Hey,
a
it tested out at
story.
99.
Yeah. No, yeah. Yeah, it's yeah.
But him and my grandpa heard something together simultaneously. So how do you
So it
explain
runs
that?
in the
It's
family.
on what they heard.
Well, they're down there fixing a water leak in the ground.
Someone sleeping on the
And
couch
his
tonight.
dad's down there in it, and he's standing there with him. And he said, somebody, it sounded like they're standing right behind him, said, "Hey, what are y'all doing?" And so they both turned around and looked around. There's nobody. He said it was plain as day. "Hey, what are y'all doing?" And they both together turned around. So how do you explain that when two people at the same time,
A residual
'cause-
haunt?
or
Okay.
animals,
Okay.
A
even?
shapeshifter?
I will say this: the
They say
creepiest. I will
skinwalkers
answer
do
that. The creepiest thing. Don't say I'm really believe that I believe in them, but skinwalkers is the creepiest, scary.
But you
story.
don't believe, so it's
No,
not.
I mean it's a creepy.
So it's not real.
No, it's not real.
It's just a
Neither
fictional
is
story.
Night of the Living Dummy. And that still scared
Let me
me.
read you a book of Native American lore. Let's sit down one night. I'll read you a couple chapters.
Okay.
Well, you know, about Native Americans, they didn't have TV and all these things to influence their stories. So, you know,
no,
they saw
they just
something.
had that
As-
peace pipe.
As for the answers,
I
you
don't
Oh, they
think
didn't.
that would
They
be
weren't
me.
doing bath salts out there.
but let me just tell you this. So if me and Eric went outside and then
Yeah.
we both came in and said somebody said something, we heard somebody say out there something.
But y'all will be trying to scare us. They didn't have no.
No, we just one time we both come in and say, remember that time that we were outside and we heard that something say?
So you think they were both lying just to tell a story?
Maybe they might have been trying to scare you.
My nana wouldn't do that.
Yeah, her
He didn't
nana
care.
wouldn't do
He
that.
didn't care enough to do that. My
I'm
dad
just
would do
saying,
that.
that's just- I'm-
But I'll say this: it's something in that house. It's asbestos. Or,
I think that house is possessed. I think there is demons
no,
in
not
that house.
possessed.
He said
you know-
asbestos.
I
Do you
says
know- hey.
asbestos, not possessed.
He did have a stereo player, the ones that you stick CDs in, like an old school one. He said he was in the kitchen and it started playing real loud. And it was a CD he hadn't used in a long time. And it was, I think it was Sarah McLaughlin.
Oh,
Possession was the
That's gonna be in
song.
the arts of
Really?
the age.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
It's a good song.
That is
but-
interesting.
But yeah.
All right, if you two are pussyfooting around this too much, you pussyfoot around this whole ghost thing. So a year from now, or maybe sometime in the winter, we're gonna plan a trip to somewhere haunted, somewhere legitimately haunted. We'll film it. We'll do something, and we'll settle this once and for all.
I want to leave them in
That
there
sounds
by themselves.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we
One
Allison
time.
was gonna leave y'all.
The one time
Lock them in.
that I got close to believing, and guess what? It turned out to be fake.
What
Is
got
when
you
went
close?
went to the garden lot,
Oh yeah,
Uh,
that's been explained.
Yeah,
and
but
we were
that's-
walking,
Yeah, I
and
don't
all of a sudden we
believe
kept
that.
seeing the light behind us, like it would only appear ever so often, and it almost got, and then it was somebody with a flashlight down at the end. So see,
I
just
don't.
debunked.
I've never
It could
really
be-
believed that.
Well, no, they've actually explained that garden light.
Isn't it some
It's
gases or
gas
something?
Gas light,
trapped.
yeah.
That's stupid, y'all.
Okay.
That's stupid.
But I'm just saying.
why is there
I mean,
gas just hanging in the air? And why isn't it everywhere? Why is it only in this one location in Arkansas?
'cause it's
That's
a
dumb.
ghost.
That's a good
That's a
point.
scientific try explanation.
Oh,
So you
Well.
think it's a ghost?
No, I think it's probably somebody with a light or something.
Every single night.
No, just when
It's
people
from
go
the
down
light
there.
of the interstate or something.
No, it's I forgot
Is there
exactly
an
what it
interstate
is.
third?
Yeah, there's close, but that's not it. It's something else. I can't remember the actual explanation.
Did you
but
just put
there's-
an
there's
interstate in
Hanging out.
Gurdon?
They didn't. They took all the tracks up now, so you can't go look at it.
Did they really
You
take the
still
tracks
walking?
up?
No, it's all grown up now.
Yeah,
It's all
Really?
pulled up.
It was still super
Hey.
dangerous when we went because all the bridges
Oh, I
were like
bet.
missing part of the.
It's probably more creepy now. Did y'all hear about the body in the corn at the feed mill at
I did.
Hope?
I did. Read
Oh, I
about
didn't
that.
hear about that.
I was at work that day and they said they just found a body in the corn.
And that
a rail
left.
car.
It
train car.
the
left.
train car that
Really?
carries the corn.
It
there's
left
a body in
Mexico empty.
Yeah.
Like they had checked it, and it was then it whenever it filled. So it filled up, but it was at the bottom, wasn't it?
there. I think so because
Of the
they were
corn?
down at the bottom
Was it
checking
a
it.
hobo sleeping on there and it just got
I don't
crushed?
know. I don't think they figured it out
Or
yet.
a
Have
dead
they?
body?
They thought for an
I
autopsy.
don't know. Boy, that'd be rough. Hopefully he's dead before he went in there instead of suffocating. Boy, that'd be bad.
Well, it wouldn't be bad. By corn, death by corn.
Oh,
Yeah.
and not
Yeah.
just good
It's
corn, chicken
corn.
corn.
It
Can you
has the
suffocate in
juice.
corn?
It has the
Yeah.
You suffocating anything.
juice. Hey,
Can you suffocate?
There's your
can you-
Thad tip.
Can you suffocate
I
in
want a T-shirt
oxygen?
that says that.
Yeah, too much
You can
oxygen
suffocate
won't get
anything.
That's Thad's fun fact of the night.
Well, y'all boys ready to wrap it up?
Yeah, let's wrap it.
Wrap it, slap it, and stack it.
Huh?
What y'all
Anybody got
think?
anything? Closing words? Parting words? Mine
Be
was
with
that you
you.
can suffocate in anything.
You can
so
suffocate anything. Go out, double check your kids' candy. Leave it up. I'll double check your kids' candy.
Bring, drop it
Bring
off.
it over to the house. We'll figure it all out. There'll be some bites taken out of it. But be safe this Halloween. Don't drink any unopened beverage that you didn't open up yourself. Don't let someone slip you a Mickey.
That's right.
Allison.
That's right. All right.
Eric, anything?
Happy Halloween.
Anything, Allison? To add?
I ain't got nothing to add.
Ain't got nothing.
All right.
Nothing.
Everybody, y'all have a safe Halloween. See ya.
Bye.